Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? Rob Kozler here from Moto.dirtbikes.com. We're here hanging out with Dave Simon today at Best Dual Sport Bikes, and we're going to show you how to remove your shock from this bike. Today we got the 14, the Mighty 500 EXC today. So what we're going to do is just show you using a couple simple tools how to not only remove the shock but also to remove the shock spring itself, whether you just simply want to switch it out to a stiffer or lighter rate for your weight. And also to, obviously if you want to take and ship your bike in and, the lowering 1-inch lowering services that we offer, that'll just save you a little bit of weight on shipping. We're going to show you it's really easy to do. So let's just get started. I'll just go over a little tool list. What we have first here, just a spanner wrench you find in a KTM toolkit to take some of the preload off the shock. Although it is a bit tough to get to on here, what we'll do is just show you a couple tips to make it easy. So continuing on, 4mm Allen wrench, and use your same variety of 13mm, whether it's a T-handle or a socket, to remove both the upper and lower shock bolts. So first things first, let's go ahead and unlock our 4mm lock ring here. So basically just going to go counterclockwise on that till we got some free play there. So that's center time. So let's take in. On some of these, this plastic collar, everyone freaks out. They say, they're going to grenade. Just be smart about it. Put a little WD-40 on there. Do not hit it with a chisel or an old sharpened flathead screwdriver. Basically, a trick that works pretty good is get the bike on a stand, and then you can actually use the spring, and the collar will turn with it. You could use, if you want to use a screwdriver, you could kind of help it along. And basically what you're doing is just getting some of that preload off there so you can move the shock spring around in there. It just works a little easier, especially if you don't have a vise to put that in. So next step is to go ahead and get our 13mm wrench here, and we'll go ahead and take the shock bolts loose, top and bottom. These are already loosened. So after you got your mud flap out of the way, kind of help things along, let's just go ahead and we'll actually use our left hand to rock the swing arm a little bit. Alright, there you go, bolt comes right out, pretty easy stuff. And then you could use your left hand once again to kind of jostle the shock a little bit, up and down. Alright, bolt comes right out, pretty easy stuff. So we're just going to drag it down out through the rear. And it's just as easy as that. So now what we're going to do is actually come up here. I'm going to show you. Now that you got that preload backed off, so there's no tension on the spring, you don't have to worry about it bouncing out on you. So basically what it's going to look like is like this. And then when you have the preload loosened on the shock, this is going to expose this snap ring here. So all you got to do to remove the spring now is just peel that snap ring off. It's just really easy. You use your fingers, or if you need to use a screwdriver, go ahead and do that. So you got your collar and your washer, and then your spring slides right off. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. Take your time and just use this video for reference, and should be any problems. So go ahead and just do that in reverse order. Take it for your spring, your washer, and then your collar. Those are kind of stuck together. And then your snap ring. So we're just going to put that back on like that. And then you could hold that in place while you just take and put some tension back on there, just so it doesn't flop around. And that's good there. And that'll be easy enough to take and put that back in the bike. I will say one thing: when you put it back together, make sure you get yourself a little dab of blue Loctite and put it on the upper and lower shock mount bolts to put it back in. And then in another video we'll take and show you how to set your rider sag, which will include you geared up, bike full, a tank full of gas, and then have a friend help basically take two measurements and taking the difference of two measurements to ensure that you have the correct geometry when you're fully loading on the bike. So hey, thanks for tuning in. I hope this helps simplify things a little bit and to give you a better idea on how easy it is to remove your shock. So Alright guys, we'll catch you in the next vid. Thanks.